What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Game Time Live. We are coming to you on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we're going to be reacting to the college football playoff official bracket. We want to give a big thank you to our sponsors, Matt Gaddis, your trusted State Farm agent, as well as Wired to the Nines. If you need any low voltage help, make sure to check out Wired to the Nines. And I'm also joined by my co-host, Darrell. Darrell, great to have you with me. Ramon should be hopefully joining us here in a couple of minutes, but it's going to be an exciting day.
Man, let me tell you, first and foremost, I'm absolutely disappointed my boys got a butt whooping last night. 100%. They got it handed to them from the start of the first quarter to the block punt. They were out physical. And also, it looked like Kirby Smart had their game plan in his back pocket. They played that too high safety all night and dared Ty Simpson to beat him, and he couldn't. So it's the people in Tuscaloosa are sitting on pins and needles, and that's okay. That's okay. But to that point, the chaos I've been begging for, I think is coming to roost. You got an 8-win Duke team that wins the ACC. You got James Madison, and you've got Texas, the Power 4 team, Texas, right? Not Texas, but the Power 4 team. And so you got that coming. You got Miami and Notre Dame, the anger. You're gonna have angry Tide fans because they're gonna say, "Well, we beat Georgia at home once this year." Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this chaos that's gonna be coming to us, and I'm here for all the smoke. Pretty excited about the whole dynamic of the 12-team playoff. I'm really looking forward to them biting the bullet and saying, we're going to go to 16. We're going to make everybody happy. Everybody gets a trophy. We're going to go top 16. It's not what I want. It's just what's going to happen. So that's why I am on that exciting day yesterday. And it's going to be really exciting today, especially coming off that ass whooping that Indiana gave to Ohio State yesterday. Kurt Signetti 2 years ago said he was going to do certain things. To this point, he has done everything he said he was going to do. He didn't apologize for it. He had a great game plan for that high-powered Ohio State offense. Also, Ohio State had a great game plan for them, too. It was a slobber knocker, as they used to say, as my guy JR would say, a slobber knocker, and I love every bit of that game as well. So a lot of good hard hitting yesterday. A lot of drama, a lot of emotion, and I can't wait to see how the breakout is.
No, it's gonna be a good one. We've got 35 live viewers on X right now, so that is crazy.
Only thing I'm peed about is my phone don't work. After the show, I gotta go to his phone fix place, and hopefully the doggone thing can fix my screen or whatever the hell is wrong with it. Other than that, I'm all right.
I mean, we've got a lot of viewers here for the show. I gotta pull up the stream on ESPN so we can live react to the bracket. But Darrell, as an Alabama fan, while we wait for the bracket to reveal itself, talk about the conference championship game last night between Alabama, and then obviously we'll dip into IU a little bit today as well.
Who said I was an Alabama fan? What are you talking about?
I think
Roll Tide. Listen, I'm hurt by it, absolutely, right? I felt, like I said 4 weeks ago, I would rather have my team not in the SEC championship game and have an additional week off. And it bore fruit yesterday. Bama left the game with 5 starters out for the game. 5. That's not ones who didn't start the game. That's 5 who started and were out for the game. Georgia had 2. That was one of the hardest hitting games I've seen in a long time, right? Georgia had a game plan for my boys, and they were ready for everything they had, right? I just said it in the early monologue. And then what they did, they exposed Ty Simpson, similar to what Oklahoma did a few weeks ago. They hurried him up. They got him off of this spot, and absolutely we're going to go to IU. 100%. Hoosiers. Absolutely. But with that said, Georgia's going to be a formidable opponent in the playoffs. that quarterback, seemed like he got his legs underneath him. Gunner, I think his name is Gunner Smith or something like that. Really good player. And all Georgia's done is gotten better each and every week. When they played Alabama on September 27th, they were grabbing Alabama like they had grease on them. They couldn't tackle worth a damn. Not only did they hit those Alabama players, they made them think. A couple of those drops weren't because of the ball flipped out of her hand. It was some of that stuff was old alligator arm. Absolutely, 100%. So that's a good thing to see as well too, right? You see guys being intimidated, guys playing hard, and it's a shame that you have at this such high level players get injured in the championship game and aren't able to finish. Right, that's the tough part. And just as we saying that, guess who walks into the show? His name, the one, the only, the great Ramon. OH. OH. Stallings, that's who he is. Welcome to the show, brother. We just doing our monologue, but just having a little bit of fun before we get going about the bracket and everything. Isaiah kind of wanted to get my take on last night and the championship games. I've been wanting chaos. We're about to have chaos. That's all I wanted. Give me my chaos. That's what I wanted. Floor is yours, Ramon.
I don't know if we're gonna have that much chaos, man. It's gonna be clean cut, smooth. Won't be that big a problem.
You don't think so?
Nah. And as far as our game with IU, man, our field goal kicker than this same field goal last year. So that's disheartening. Same scores last year with Michigan, 13-10. Same field goal. I think the same direction. The only problem I have from a Buckeye fan is that we should have took the first field goal when we went on it. We went for it on fourth down. If we kick that one and somehow make it with less pressure, it's tied up ball game. The second one, if we knew we were going to kick the field goal on fourth down, we should have made a running play to the left, got us balanced and even, made a straight shot instead of a bootleg rollout. So if we predetermined that we wasn't going to go on fourth down, we were going to kick the field goal, our play selection probably should have been different. But other than that,
who you put that? Is that head coach? Is that the OC?
I think that's I want to say OC, but I don't know what that dynamic is between them, especially with him leaving and going to South Florida. Was there some second guessing at times? And I take that back. That's not the OC. That's the head coach. He should make that determination. I'm going on fourth down. I'm not going on fourth down. Play call accordingly. It could have been a tad bit arrogance because they had beat him on bootleg action several times earlier than that. But when you get inside of that red zone, especially inside of that 20 or whatsoever, that space becomes really condensed. And so you don't have multiple levels with that bootleg.
Right. Yeah, and I thought about that too for a minute. I said, man, that may not be the best play. And then when they went for it on the fourth down, and it was, to me, at the naked eye, it looked clearly like Julian had made the first down. But then after we seen his knee down, then all of a sudden you have the second guessing, right? Say, if you would have, right? Do you think in this case, Ramon, we've talked about this Indiana team all year. Do you think there was a little bit of overconfidence in some pieces of what Ohio State game plan was yesterday?
No, I don't think there was any bit of overconfidence. I think they did what they did. They do what they do. I think what I did not like, I'll take that back. Not did not like, first of all, IU's a really good team, really good defensive team. Schemes well, very aggressive, gets to the ball. So I didn't expect it to be a 30, 40, 50 point game. What I am concerned about is that, those three plays. And when I say three plays, I didn't mention one. If Julian Sayin doesn't underthrow Jeremiah Smith, we're not even here talking about that. That would have been a 7-point touchdown. He was behind. He was behind the defensive back and he underthrew him. If he throws it, that's 7 points because that kid ain't getting caught. And so now it's a whole different dynamic. But I just think that If we have a chink in our armor, and it showed today, is that if it comes down to our field goal kicker, we in trouble. And we was in trouble against Georgia in the Final Four several years ago. We was in trouble against Michigan last year, and now we got in trouble again against IU. You know, we got to do a better job, you know, in the offseason recruiting field goal kickers who can kick in crunch time, because I can't remember or recall a field goal that we made that we had to make.
You know, it's funny you say that. You know, you seeing what I'm wearing. That's some of the problems that Bama's had over the years with field goal kicking. Why the hell is it the two best programs in the country can't find year in, year out consistent field goal kicking?
Yeah.
Explain that one to me. You got 5-star edge rushers, you got tackles that are going to absolutely go to the league, you got safeties, corners, running backs, but it's a damn kicker.
I can't.
Could it be pressure? Could it be knowing, hey, I know I'm gonna be kicking in big games, and I may not want that.
Yeah, man. I have no idea.
Think about that, man. The two worst kicking organizations over the last 10, 15 years have been Bama and Ohio State. And you know, I hadn't thought about that till you brought it up. That's why it's good we have 3 on, not just 2. That makes sense, man.
It's crazy, man. We have kicked. You know, the program at Ohio State is really good, right? And it's been successful over the years. But if we make 1, 2, 3, 4 more field goal kicks, we're talking about we're in that rare air with Bama.
It's crazy,
we're
man.
in that rare air. You know,
I don't. You know, so I don't want to be beating up on kickers, right? Because they're people too, right?
Yeah.
But also too, and I turned the volume down because I don't like Herb Street, right? I start disliking him from when he was doing NFL. So I watched the game last night with the volume down, and I don't know what they were saying about it, but it looked to me what they had a plan to rush Sand up the middle. They wanted to get him off his middle spot, and that throw you talking about to Jeremiah, the best receiver in college football by far.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he threw it a little bit backing up. It like he didn't put his body into the throw. Maybe there were some thoughts, you know, hey, putting his back foot back and letting it rip. You know, I don't know what they were saying. I really don't care because it's usually biased anyway. But it looked to me like him and Mendoza were off. I mean, think about this. I thought Mendoza was dead after the first play.
Yeah, I
thought we were going to
see say this, and it's going to be,
you know,
people are not going to like it. I'm going to say this, and people are not going to like it. As much as I do like Mendoza, I think he's really, really good. I think the story is better than he is. I don't think that none of the quarterbacks this year are Heisman people. I mean, Julian Sayin, I'm a big Julian Sayin fan because he plays for the Bucks, but he's there's been a lot of touchdowns that he's underthrown, and I think he'll get stronger in the years. The velocity on the ball will be a little bit different in the years. I think Mendoza is very good. He makes good decisions, and he's clutch. But if I had a vote, and if we were talking about the best football player in college football this year, I know you guys don't want to hear it, but my vote will be for that running back in South Bend.
Man, he's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a player, and you know my challenge with the Heisman is it's more of a popularity, who's there, pump up award, right? If we're talking about the best college football player, I said it in week 0. I'm saying it right now. You know, he was my dark horse after the Manning kid, Jeremiah Johnson. You see how that dude balled out loud, dude. The corner had him covered like glue. Didn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do to Jeremiah Smith. They talk about that player in Philadelphia for the Eagles. That receiver who's a big crybaby is a TO version. Jeremiah Smith is more a TO version than that player that plays for the Eagles. This dude can run, and it doesn't matter how he's covered. He's going to get down the field.
He's different, man. He's truly different.
Bro, listen, I'm not an Ohio State fan. I'm just telling you just how I really feel.
Why you not an Ohio State fan? Man? Stop
What'd
being
you say?
your friend, man. Let me stop being your friend. You're not an Ohio State fan.
Oh hell, you knew that from 2014. How the hell you talking about?
Ramon, what were your thoughts after the missed field goal?
He just said it. He shit his pants.
I was like, here we go again. Like it's not nothing new, man. I went back and watched the two missed field goals against Michigan in the same, same situations. Like, man, we've seen this before. The kid, he's a kid, so I would never come down hard on the kid. I coach kids. But Coach Dow, thinking of just putting my coach's hat on. I may not put this kid in that situation ever because he's shown us that he doesn't thrive in that situation. So I wish we'd have went for the field goal earlier in the third quarter. That's less pressure. That ties us up. That ties the ball game up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I wish that if we knew we were going to go for the field goal, again, I repeat, if we knew we were going to go for the field goal in that situation at the end of the game, the play selection prior to that should have been different. It should have been, unless you know in your heart that he's a right hash kicker, you get out of that situation. But you want to put him right and slap dab in the middle of the field, let him kick it straight, and then we tie the ball game off from there. So I think going for the field goal in the very end of the game was the correct decision. I just have a question with the play call prior to that, to position the ball where it was supposed to be, where it should have been.
Yeah. No, I don't
That's
disagree
something
with
you
you.
work on, though, right? And that's
something
you work on.
I mean, you work on situation stuff like that.
Yeah, this isn't something like, oh man, this is a surprise to us. What happened? I mean, we've given we've given shoe polish a whole lot of credit all year.
Yeah.
Hey man, they should get the lick too.
Yeah. I what I can't do is, and you've never, whether it's here or on our other social media groups, you've never heard me criticize a coach because I don't know what goes on in his practice. So I don't know if this kid didn't hit every field goal from the right hash every day throughout the summer, that's his spot, and then he go miss it in the games. So I don't know that. I coach. I've coached for 18 years now at the high school varsity level at some pretty big places in Indiana. And I've seen things that kids do on a continuous basis in practice, and we get in the game and they act like they ain't never been here before, or they went brain dead or have a brain fart. And now I look like the bad guy because they say, man, why he ain't coaching that in practice? Well, man, I did. I got the video. Y'all want to come watch?
Yeah,
we did.
Hey, before we continue, I wanna give a thank you to everyone. We've got 112 live viewers in the stream right now. A lot of those viewers are from X. If you scan that QR code in the upper right corner, that will take you to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube if you can. We are trying to get to 500 subs. That's our big goal. As of right now, we're trying to push to 250 by Christmas, but 500 as a whole. So if you're watching on X, which is about 100 of you guys, please scan that QR code and find us on YouTube as well. Biggest live stream we've ever done, fellas. I mean, who would have thought? But people clearly want to get our reactions about the bracket.
Well, it's college football, man. What the hell are you talking about? Like I said, college football is king. We can talk all we want. Yes, we're gonna talk NBA, not today, but soon. But college football is king. These people are telling us college football is king.
I'll tell you this, man. I want to say this out loud, man. Them referees last night, and the referees are not the reason why Ohio State lost. We made possibly 4 bad either execution plays or decisions, right? But oh my God, IU was holding big time. I
don't know.
I give him some credit, man. He's a lot more calm than I would have been. I'd have been on the field. They'd have been like, hey,
You'd have been arrested. You know damn well. You'd have been arrested. You'd have been down in Marion County jail.
Boy, they'd have been like handcuffed the large black man and put him in, walk him out of the stadium. Like, dude, like it was twice a guy was taken down, like physically taken down. I was like, wow, I can't believe they didn't call
It
that.
looked like he slipped to me. Both
Dude, his arm on his neck, bro.
Well, because you got that turf, and you just your feet get out from under you, your weight, imbalance, and there you go.
Yeah, dude. Next time I'm in the bar, somebody talk crazy to me, and I choke them and tell the cops I slipped.
Hey, God said I slipped.
The floor was wet, man. It was beer on the floor. Nah, man, it was crazy.
But you make a good point. Remember, Ramon, some years ago when the NFL referees were on strike and everybody's complaining and get rid of these scab. Refereeing has gotten worse and worse, man, because they're relying on the electronic eye in the sky, and it's gotten worse and worse. Holding, intentional grounding. They don't. That's inconsistent. And it's also, especially down the field, defensive and offensive pass interference. You see defensive pass interference 98% of the time.
Yeah,
I promise you, those receivers are interfering as well, and it's like they get a pass.
I tell you what. What two things that stuck out in my mind about this whole game. My man Bo Jackson was one step away from breaking several. He's going to be dangerous in a year or two when he gets stronger. It was 5 of them.
5 plays. I counted them. They got lucky.
He's one step away from breaking. When he gets bigger, stronger, another year or two in the program, he's going to be dangerous. That was nuts. 2, man, Indiana's offensive coordinator decided in that second half, we're going to go pick on a particular cornerback for Ohio State. And I was like, oh my God, he made it his duty to go after a certain person. And hey, it worked. It worked. My man had a bad day.
So you that's something you see in film study. That's something that those are just like with Georgia yesterday when they were playing the 2 high safeties. They said, Bama, you haven't ran the ball all year. You got big plays against us last year, and you got big plays against us this year. That ain't going to happen. We're going to go too high, and we're going to stay too high, and we're going to pressure your quarterback because we don't think he can beat us. And I'm going to tell you, he absolutely pissed the bed yesterday. Overthrow after overthrow, missed throw on those swing routes. You got to hit that guy between the numbers, not, at his ankles, right? That's coaching, man. Kirby Smart had a game plan yesterday. He says, and plus he's tired of getting his ass whooped year after year by Bama as well. At some point, the rubber's got to meet the road, and it met last night. It was a dominating performance, and Kirby Smart should get the game ball.
You jump into another game or another conference. The ACC shouldn't get nobody in.
Here comes the outrage.
They shouldn't get anybody in.
I'm telling you, you got a 8-win team. What's that?
It's right now, so I'll keep us updated as we continue to talk.
Okay,
they shouldn't get nobody in, man.
Tell us why, Ramon. Tell the viewers why that they should not get an opportunity.
Here's the first reason why. Why do you have this ridiculous tiebreaker scenario where national ranking is like the number 4th determining factor in your tie breaking? You know what I'm saying? If head-to-head national ranking are 1 and 2, Miami's in it, and we're not having this argument. But you got like national ranking is number 4 or 5. So the first thing the committee should do is get to all the commissioners and be like, your tiebreakers are all going to be the same. So now, if we're going to stick with the conference championships, we get the same criteria to get into the conference championship. You can't have the Big Ten and the SEC with one criteria to get in, and then the ACC with a different criteria to get in. So that's ridiculous right there. Everyone's criteria to get into their conference championship should be the same. The second is we keep hearing about Notre Dame and Miami head-to-head, and they should be locked in like that, right? Dude. I'm here to tell you that teams get better over time. So just because you were better than a team day 2, week 2, don't mean you're better than a team week 12. Ohio State, Oregon was better than us week 5 or 6 last year.
Ohio State number 2.
Oh yeah, people that I'm gonna go back to that.
Hey, can y'all hear this noise?
No, I can't.
Man, these girls upstairs, I feel like the roof is coming in, man. My granddaughters, I don't know what they're
good?
Huh?
Do I sound good?
Yeah, you sound good.
Sorry about it. It's just so loud. I think they're doing they got a tag team match going on upstairs. Sorry about that.
I can't believe that they believe that Notre Dame wasn't better than IU. I mean, wasn't better than Miami then, but I believe they're better than them now. And so if you're looking for the best teams, you got to look at not only head to head, but you got to look at the progression. Did this team decline and this team ascend? Where are they now? Not where were they week 2 or week 3? Because there's different. Now, when you look at Miami versus Alabama, the ACC. I mean, it's a bad group of teams. So yeah, one's got 2 losses, one's got 3 losses, but one's played a tougher schedule. You played Georgia twice, man. Twice. If Alabama doesn't get in, then if I'm an AD of a college and I'm on the cusp, I'm not going to the conference championship. I'm going to say, hey, thank you, but no thank you, send somebody else.
Isaiah, what did I just say? Absolutely. There's going to be a time when, to your point, I don't want the championship game because that's going to hurt me.
Yep.
It's absolutely going to hurt me. And I said it 4 weeks ago. I'm a Bama fan. Here are the winners this week. Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M.
Yep.
Real quick for the viewers that may be watching us and not watching the selection show. It is Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia number 3, and Texas Tech number 4. They are about to reveal number 5.
That's chalk. We said that was the 4.
Yeah.
But back to the point though, Ramon, I said that, right? Because you're saying I've got an opportunity. You say, oh, you don't worry about injuries. I get that. But if you saw those games yesterday, those are future Sunday players.
Yeah.
Each other up.
I'm an administrator, right? I'm a head football coach in high school, but I'm an athletic administrator too. If I know that this game can hurt me more than it can help me, I'm not scheduling it. I'm not playing it. Especially if we're talking about, let's be real, y'all. It's all about the money. I was like, if this can keep me out of the tournament, which is just going to generate my university a ton of money, I'll sit out and lose the money off the conference championship because I'm going to recoup it and more in this 12-team tournament.
Yeah. And that's a great point, And you know what this situation reminds me of, Ramon. You and I, you'll be able to relate to this. This reminds me of our freshman year of high school, say maybe in algebra class, and it's a substitute teacher there, has no idea what's going on. People are running amok doing what they want because the substitute teacher doesn't know the engagement, who's late, who's on time, who's cutting class. This, what the NCAA is right now, is the substitute teacher. Yes, they have an authority level, but it's not respected. And it shows that in how these conferences set their own selves up. And it's going to show it today in this 12-team playoff. I was thinking about that this morning. This is a great example.
I was just going to say real quick, Oregon number 5, Ole Miss number 6.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the NCAA got limited authority.
That's my point.
You could never win with limited authority. If I'm handcuffed, I can't win.
That's my point. That's my point. And we go in class, some kids will come in, they walk out and leave for the day, and then whatever, because they could, because there was there's a figurehead here, and that's what the NCAA is a figurehead. But with that said, that from an authoritative perspective, no one respects that. Which is why they've already started talking about a 16-team playoff after 1 year of a 12-team playoff.
Yep. Hey, let me tell you this before we go any further. I want to see how this turns out because I always laugh when I look at the number one. The 2 years I look at the number one person in this bracket, and it always seems like the number ones be having the hardest road.
Yes.
Yeah, this turn out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's a great point. That's a great point. It's coming. We'll find out. Hey, Isaiah, as we're talking, interrupt us because that's what we're here for anyway, right?
Hey,
But
man, my man, motion temperature 6673 just said she's been saying. I think it's a fella, cause pimp. Championship games are irrelevant. I'm with you, man.
Hey, he hers, she his.
Yeah. Is she relevant, pimp? No more conference games, man. They don't make no difference, man.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Alabama may be about to prove it.
Yeah. And you know what? You can sit back and say, "Oh well, you didn't deserve it." Well, there's no absolute criteria of deserve or not deserve anyway. Again, going back to the substitute teacher process. That's why they said we don't know what we're going to do. So how about we do this? How about we just put 16 teams in? That should make everybody happy. Then after a couple of years, then it's going to be, let's get the top 20 in.
We need 24.
Yeah. I shared that on our other show, and this is college football. We went from nothing, then the 2 teams, 4 teams. Now we're at 12 teams. Why? Because of money, not because of it's a nice win. You know how much money this is generating. You know how much a nosebleed seat was last night at the Big Ten championship game.
Boy,
a lot of money.
I wanted to go.
Okay, here we go. Number 9, Alabama.
Okay. I'm gonna say this.
Here comes the outrage.
I'm gonna say this.
Oklahoma at Oklahoma.
I'm gonna say this, and people ain't gonna like this. If
they get in before Notre Dame and Miami.
Yeah, you got to. You're handcuffed, because if you do not put them in and they made the conference championship, then you about to open up a can of worms.
Then the conference championships are really gone faster, right, Ramon?
Yep.
Then all next year they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice. And I'm gonna tell you this, as a Bama fan, I believe that those 2 teams on the board right there, Notre Dame and Miami, should be ahead of them. Should absolutely. I'm just saying. I think Notre Dame and Miami should be ahead of Alabama.
I agree. Who's number 10? Just give me a guess, right, real quick.
Notre Dame.
I would say Miami. Tell us. Shit.
I'm waiting to see.
Oh, I thought you had the answer. Just cut us off. You got that. I'm sitting there like, come on. But this is good. This is good dialogue, man. We the viewers know how much I love college football and how much it bleeds through and through. And this is why, man. This is exactly why.
Miami at number 10. Miami at number 10.
What did I say? So who do we have left? We got Notre Dame left. And who else do we have? We've got James Madison left. And we got the group of 14 left. So one of those 3 teams. Whoa. Yeah. That's Notre Dame's 10 or 11?
Notre Dame's not in yet.
No, not in yet.
What are we at, number 10?
We're at 10 now. They don't get in at 10, it's going to be some trouble.
10.
Miami's 10. So you got 2 spots left.
Yeah, and one of them's already going to be the G5.
So Notre Dame and James Madison?
No, Tulane's going to get in.
Tulane.
Notre Dame and Tulane then?
Probably it should be.
Probably, unless they go with Duke, but I doubt it.
Nah, they can't go with Duke. But Duke kind of shows you like, hey, how can we win the conference and not be in the championship? And the other teams who didn't win the conference is in the championship.
Because you lost 5 damn games.
I'm just, I'm not.
My screen, I'm a little, since I got 5 seconds, I'm about 45 seconds after you, Isaiah. But that's okay.
Yep, I am too.
Your bill's a lot more expensive, more than mine.
Well, my stepdad works for Xfinity, so.
Hey, but you know what? Being a Buckeye fan, I like our road. We got the winner of Miami and Texas A&M. I would take that any day.
A&M's gonna be tough though.
Well, both teams got good defenses, right? But they're coming outside. They're coming to and see. Remember, we talked. See, Ramon, you can't be skipping Sundays. We talked about this. That's my point. That flip is going to be 35 degrees in Columbus.
I take that. Nah, we're going to play them in a bowl game. It's going to be warm when we play them.
Yeah.
Is it?
The second round is neutral sites.
Yep.
What the hell was I thinking? Okay. All right. Okay.
Darrell. There you go.
But I'm not scared. I'm not scared of A&M, and I'm not scared of Miami. Them cats. I'm not even worried about them two. I didn't want to play.
They're really baiting it. They have not revealed number 11 yet.
Now, who I wanted to really play was Ole Miss.
Fair enough.
Hey, listen, you wasn't on the show when I was going in on Ole Miss's new coach.
And Ramon, you make a great point. The number 1 seed IU, they got to play the winner of Alabama or Oklahoma, and then they get Texas Tech, and then or probably more than likely Oregon.
Man, dude.
For viewers, listen. For viewership,
why is the number 1 seed here and the 4 seeds here? It should be flipped. The 4 seed should be here. Tulane gets number 11.
Uh-oh.
Well, Notre Dame's 12 then.
Tulane gets number 11. No, it's going to be Duke. It's going to be Duke.
Uh-oh. Is Notre Dame going to sneak in?
I hope it's Duke.
It's Notre Dame or Duke, right?
It's got to be.
I tell you who is not going to be.
Vanderbilt. It's your favorite quarterback.
I tell you who is not
going to be. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. Let me punch both of you. Y'all laughed at me 8 weeks ago when I said Vandy. Y'all laughed at me. But it's not because of that quarterback. He's a good player. But that the defense for Vanderbilt is 100% legitimate. The way they beat the snot out of. Okay.
Hold on. JMU. It's
Notre Dame's not in. Oh my God. Notre Dame's out.
Notre Dame is out.
Oh, Lord mercy. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
What in the Tyrone Willingham is going on? Lord have mercy. Somewhere Tyrone Willingham is smiling. Oh my God. Are you kidding?
JMU.
Lord have mercy. What? All that money, that printing money in South Bend. What the hell? What the hell?
That is crazy.
Okay, so once again, Notre Dame is the first team out. So second team out is probably Duke or somebody else, but IU number 1, Ohio State number 2, Georgia number 3, Texas Tech number 4, Oregon number 5, Ole Miss number 6. BYU is the second team out, by the way. A&M number 7, Oklahoma number 8, Bama number 9, Miami number 10, Tulane number 11, a conference champion, and then the last conference champion, James Madison.
What the hell?
James Madison gets in over Notre Dame.
Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, James Madison got in because they're part of the SIG story.
How?
Man, it's no way in hell they should have got in, man.
There's no money.
And they just happen to be on the same bracket, on the same side as IU. Man, they hoping that they run the table as IU and James Madison in the semifinals.
We know they're not running no damn table. They're gonna get hit by a table
They should arrest them and put them in the same courtroom as all them basketball players that's been rigging games, man.
Notre Dame never deserved to be in after their 2 losses earlier in the year.
Hey, let me tell you this, right?
So here's what we're about to see.
Props to the committee. They made the right pick. Notre Dame's season was over in the first 2 weeks of the season because you lost to Texas A&M and Miami. You lost to 2 teams that were highly ranked.
Can we agree? Here comes the outrage. Can we agree? Here comes the outrage.
No. Here's what we're about to see.
Number 1 for multiple weeks.
Here's what we're about to see. Here's what we're about to see. No one's going to schedule tough games in the beginning of the year. No
why?
All schedules are about to change. Because let's be honest. I'm cool with Notre Dame not being in. I'm a Buckeye fan. I don't care about nobody but Ohio State. But
you like the Hoosiers too. Don't even try. You like the Hoosiers too. Don't try to be all tough. Hey,
I've never liked IU.
You like the Hoosiers. You're in Indiana. You like the Hoosiers.
I didn't even want to go to parties at IU, man. And the frat was started at IU. And I just don't dig, and it ain't got nothing to do with actually, it ain't got nothing to do with the football program or nothing like that. It's other stuff. I just don't like IU. But we looking at a team like Notre Dame, right? So they beat an SEC team, a Big Ten team, every team in the ACC, and didn't get in. So why would I schedule
and they
Texas
really
A&M ever again?
And they really ain't going to go to a conference now.
Yeah, props to the committee. They got this right. Notre Dame should have never been in after losing.
Man, you're just real biased, man.
Isaiah, I got some. Listen, we listen.
Isaiah just biased.
I said this after
we're fair and impartial. But
just because you said it, don't make it right.
That's right.
Whoa. What you mean? Why doesn't it?
All this tells me is that the committee has been watching this show. That's all.
The committee's been watching the show.
James Madison has 1 loss. Notre Dame has 2. James Madison lost in week 2 to Louisville. Louisville's not a good football team. All right,
but they're better. They're better now, though. Remember,
they're not better. But they're not better than Texas A&M and Miami, who are both in the playoffs. All right. Didn't they win? Hold on, Isaiah. Outside of
cut him off, Isaiah. Let him talk.
Outside of that, your best win, if you're James Madison, is who? Texas State, Marshall, Appalachian State, Georgia Southern, Weber State, Liberty, Troy.
Some of them were on the road, though. Some of them were on the road.
Man, I don't care if it was on Mars.
Well, I mean, it's kind of pars with Notre Dame a little bit, though. Syracuse, Stanford.
If I'm going into the office. I'm checking the piggy bank, and I'm about to start canceling contracts and start getting other cats.
Hey, let me ask you this, Isaiah. You may have this. I'm not sure. For Notre Dame, the 2 losses they had, did they beat any other ranked teams that are currently ranked today in the top 25? Of their 10 wins, are those 10 wins, or any of those teams other than USC is probably. I think USC is the only ranked team that Notre Dame beat. Is that true? They're talking about it, but I don't know what they're saying on TV.
They're talking about if Miami had played in the conference championship game.
Okay. So can you pull up their schedule real quick, Isaiah, and do a
I got it right now. They beat USC's in the top 20, right?
Right. Yep.
Is Pitt still in there?
I think it was out when they got beat last week.
Okay, so they only got 1 top 20 win.
That's tough, man.
But they got two top 12 losses.
And that's what paid them.
James Madison ain't got no top 25 wins.
But they've got a lot of tryhards.
They ain't got no top 30 wins.
But they won their conference final. Not when they played. I'm talking about where they are now.
But they ain't beat nobody.
I'm just responding to the chat.
They played Warren Central.
Hey, see, there you go. See, we was all having fun. Now you want to get personal. See, you know what? We gonna mute his mic. Oh, by the way, speaking of Warren Central, I'm gonna say I'm absolutely disappointed, but I understand why J.J. Finch flipped from Alabama to Tennessee. That young man has a hell of a future in front of him. He was and you know who he is, Ramon, conference player of the year, defensive conference player of the year, all around good kid. I wish he would have been playing in Tuscaloosa because I would have had an opportunity next year to go see him in person. But maybe I just had to get stuck going to Knoxville somehow to see him play. But that's where I am on that. I wish he would have been at Bama, but I completely understand the decision he made for sure.
I don't, man. You going to Tennessee, man? You gonna lose for 4 years, man.
No, man. Listen. There's a strategy behind whatever he did, and I hope he's watching.
Yeah, it is a strategy,
have
man.
Him on the show and
gave
talk
him that
about
money. That bag was bigger. That's the strategy.
Hey, watch your tone, man. It's intercollegiate sports, man. It's amateurism. Stop it, Ramon.
Yeah.
Nobody saw this coming. I remember, and you know what's crazy is I forgot about JMU because I remember there was a conversation I was having in a group chat with my friends yesterday. And one of my friends did mention, he said, He said we could have 2 group of 5 teams in if Duke beats Virginia, and this is when they were about to head to overtime. Spaced heading into this afternoon that JMU was 12-1 and had an opportunity to get in.
You got to have a group of 4 in, right? It's the granted.
And that was going to be Tulane.
Everybody gets a trophy, but if we're talking, and this is just being real here, this isn't we ain't trolling here. This is real legit. I still believe that Notre Dame is a top 12 team. If in fact we're not giving JMU and the Tulanes 11 and 12. If you say the top 12, regardless of conference, regardless of affiliation, Notre Dame is in this 12. I'm just listen, I'm not a fan of Notre Dame. I have no problem saying it. But from a top 12 perspective, I'm just being trill. Yeah, they should be in there.
But here's the issue. I
don't allow it though. So I respect it, and I'm not outraged by it.
They were both going to lose to Oregon anyways, and that goes for Notre Dame fans. They were going to lose to Oregon. All right, it showed in the season. They only beat these mid to lower ranked teams. They didn't beat Miami. They didn't beat Texas A&M. They were going to lose to Oregon.
So Isaiah, I want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying is. What you're saying, Isaiah, is there was no chance in hell that Notre Dame was going to win the first round game anyway. So you just saved them the pain. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, just save them the pain. They can go play their bowl game against Duke, and they can enjoy the Las Vegas City Bowl against the Duke Blue Devils.
And
they can have fun winning their bowl game this year. That's all that matters.
I said you got to stop being so emotional, man, and biased.
The real Indiana team is in the playoff bracket. We don't need that fraudulent.
Isaiah,
dude. Hey, man.
What's our comment down, Ramon? Go ahead, Isaiah. Go at it.
No, man. This is football talk, man.
Notre Dame is the Dallas Cowboys of college football. I've said this for years.
No one's the Dallas Cowboys of anything. They're terrible. And I understand your hate because and your feelings because you've been tormented and you need therapy being a Cowboys fan that you take it out on everybody else in the nation. I understand that thoroughly. But let's be real. It's broke. Tulane, James Madison, man, I got mad respect for them and what they do and what their coaching staff does and what they boys did. But when you got the 17th and 19th best team above several teams that are better than them, several teams that I think will beat them. I don't think that they could beat USC, neither team. I don't think neither team could beat Utah. I don't think neither team could beat Texas. I don't think neither team could beat Vanderbilt. I don't think neither team could beat BYU. I don't think neither team could beat Notre Dame. That's a list of guys, teams that I can't see them beating. Now, anybody can win on any given Saturday, but if you give enough given Saturdays, they wouldn't win that many games against those guys. Now, if I'm an AD, which I am, I'm going in any non-conference game, man, we playing Tiddlywink University. We playing somebody, man, dude, if I'm Notre Dame, I'm playing 3 HBCU teams next year. Get these 70-point wins, and stay off the radar.
And with that said, and when they do that, what's going to trigger, right? It's going to trigger, what is the strength of schedule? And then, okay, the other trigger is 16 teams. This is set up, and we got people saying, it will never happen. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just going off of history. You are who you are, and if someone shows you who they are, believe them. I believe the NCAA when they say we're going to go to 16 because the talk stalled because of the Big 18 and the SEC arguing over guaranteed spots. They extended the talks because of that. Now remember, we're just 1 year in, and they were already talking 16 because of that. And I guarantee you this: if it's 16 teams, and if the committee or however they worked it, and they had a guaranteed 4 spots for the Big 18 and the SEC, it'll be 16 teams next year. If you guarantee them 4 spots each, that's 8. You still got 8 teams left of lesser conferences, etc. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. That's what the holdup was. People don't want. They want to stick their head in the sand. Go ahead if you want to. They're already talking about it. Well, it'll never happen. How many teams we got in NCAA basketball right now? They're pushing towards 70.
Boy,
I'm old enough to remember when it was 32 when Magic and Bird played in 79. I was like 2 then.
You're definitely old.
It was 32. Now it's 70.
Yeah.
Money.
This is crazy.
Listen, when you want to know something, do this. The Johnny Manziel. Follow the money. You can't go wrong. I'm just saying that's the money pit. And and look at how these brackets are. And you all just talked about it. It's not always better matchup. Look at the money matchup. Look how great that will look. You got, if you got Miami, if they beat A&M, they got OSU. Remember the Miami Ohio State some years ago? Come on, this ain't by accident. You got Bama playing Oklahoma in another in a matchup. Then the winner would take on another red team in Indiana. Can you imagine? Kirk was an assistant at Bama, and Bama could play. Come on, they're good in matchups within the matchups.
I think the other thing that I think a lot of people are going to talk about too is Bama should probably be lower. But like you guys said, when they first got revealed, we talked about the conference championships more than likely going away, and it's probably just going to be whoever has the best record or whatnot. But I still think Bama should be a bit lower because
who should they be lower than?
Yeah, I mean the three teams you got 11, 12, and Miami. I'm sorry, I don't see in this case. I don't see why Bama would need to be lower. I think
lower than Miami.
Yeah,
they should be lower than Miami.
Why?
I mean, I would think so. I just think with how decisive the loss was yesterday.
Do you mean the SEC finals loss to the two-ranked Georgia team that they beat at home earlier in the season?
So I guess it cancels. I guess
totality, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So but with that said, I like the way it looks. Other than the 11, be honest, 11 and 12. I don't like 11 and 12. And yeah, we have a little bit of fun, but I absolutely think Notre Dame should be in the top 12. Based off of this. But the rules dictate that you've got JMU or I'm excuse me, not JMU. Tulane.
You're gonna get if you get JMU and Tulane and they get the doors blown off of them, which is possible, which is highly possible.
Yeah.
Now this becomes, like this is like 1 versus 16. Like nobody want to see that.
Well, hey, you got that one shiny moment that could happen. That's what we're looking for, right?
That one shining moment shooting threes ain't like that one shining moment coming off running through that A gap and smoking somebody.
There's a physicality to this.
It's way different.
There's a grown man. There's a grown manhood to this.
Yeah. So dude, boy, I'm looking at Miami. They losses are to Louisville and SMU. Louisville and SMU, that's who their two losses are to. And then we talk about Miami should be higher than Bama, and no one hates the SEC more than me. There's not a person in this world that hates it.
Reggie Sykes hates it more than you.
Nah, not more than me. His hate is more towards you, less towards the SEC. But
the other talking points going around is it seems like the college football community is happy about Miami going in because I guess the last 2 weeks Notre Dame was higher than Miami in the rankings.
Yeah.
Or like that doesn't make any sense. Miami beat them head to head, but then some people argue that was too early into the season. So what are your guys' thoughts there about that as well?
Listen,
it seems like a lot of people aren't happy that Miami got in.
There's a lot of great opinion. Listen, there's a lot of great opinions. There's a lot of great points. At the end of the day, like I said, what we want as fans don't mean a damn thing, okay?
Right.
We got to understand that. We get all fired up and we're gonna have some people all yoked today. And this is exactly what I want because it's going to help our platform. It's going to help all these platforms talking about this. At the end of the day, I promise you, the committee didn't call any of us and say, what do you think? They set this things up a couple of weeks ago to win.
Yeah.
That's when they brought Miami in. That's when they kept Bama at 10 and they dropped them to 9. You think it's by coincidence Bama was 9 2 weeks ago and 9 today? Hell no, I don't believe in coincidence.
Hey, Notre Dame fans. I'm sorry. It is what it is, man. Y'all missed the playoffs. I told y'all about this after the both losses. I said y'all weren't gonna make the playoffs. I'm just happy it remains true here today.
Hey, man.
I'm feeling good.
Dude.
Hey, Ramon.
Hey, Ramon. Hey, it ain't me. It ain't me.
What? Check this out, man.
Here's
If Texas A&M beats Miami, we gotta play. My Buckeyes gotta play them in the Cotton Bowl. Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl. That's some bullshit.
That's a home game. That's a home game. But remember, Ohio State travels. They've got a national following.
Hey, if they hit their field goals, they'll be all right.
Man, that is some that is some BS.
They hit their field goals, they'll be all right.
Hey, man, the good thing about this is we've been in this situation before, and y'all know how it turned out. Y'all know how it turned out.
Well, so, this is the playoff bracket right now that has a lot of people abuzz. We're talking about it. It's gonna be hot. We're gonna be talking about it tomorrow. I'm sure Cott's Corner is gonna have some specifics on there.
Hey,
about
later
things.
Tonight.
Oh no! Hold on, stop. Hold on for a second, Isaiah. This is definitely a bunch of BS. So Ole Miss is playing bad, right? I mean, Ole Miss is kind of in disarray right now, right? If Tulane pops Ole Miss, Georgia and Tulane play in the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana.
So what you're telling me is it's money. That's what you're telling me.
Man, dude.
I said that.
Dude.
5 years ago.
Dude.
That's why I can't get upset. When my boy Bama didn't make it last year, and I bet you're mad. No, it's money driven. Just like this. Yeah, we all want to see our teams win, but I think there's a level of perspective that we have to have when we're looking at these brackets and seeing what's going on. And seeing the fix is in. It's sort of like a lot of other things that the fix is in from a voting perspective. And again, in this case, I absolutely see how that pathway was there. I absolutely believe that Texas Tech, Indiana, Ohio State, and Georgia are the top 4 teams. I 100% believe that. I also believe that Notre Dame should be in before Tulane and JMU. I don't believe Duke should be in no matter what. You got 5 losses, bro. All right. Too bad.
Notre Dame fans, you guys are going to be all right. All right. You guys are going to have a tough game against Duke in the citrus.
No. Actually, no. This is going to be the Blue Bonnet Bowl of old school. You too young to remember that. It's going to be the Blue Bonnet Bowl.
Or maybe do Notre Dame in Texas. We could do that. There's plenty of interesting bowl matchups that are going to happen. Right. So when you're Notre Dame, this is perfect.
Notre Dame, Texas,
Michigan,
BYU,
UCF, not UCF,
Vanderbilt versus
Notre Dame.
Maybe Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah, even Vanderbilt should have been in over Notre Dame.
Yeah.
A lot of teams that should have been in over Notre Dame. I think the committee got this right. I think look, I'm not the biggest fan of the committee, but I can't sit here and lie. The committee did a fantastic job today.
Man, no, they didn't, man. Don't.
I'm proud of the work they put in. They put a lot of hours in. It's a lose-lose. No matter what would happen, you're gonna have some outrage. But in this case, I get my wish. I get Duke outrage, Notre Dame outrage. I got SEC bias outrage. Oh, it's coming. BYU is mad because they're like, hey, we only had 2 losses, blah, 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 blah. They had 3. We played in our conference championship game. Oh, here it comes. Texas is going to be talking. Is going to be doing some talking. Vanderbilt's going to be doing some talking. Oh, yeah. Come on, outrage. Bring it on. I want all of it.
Hey, man, I'm looking at these.
We should do a show every day. Damn, I'm going to be out. Every day we got opportunity, we should do a show, and we call it outrage.
I'm looking at these Cotton Bowl tickets. Dude, they already $1,000.
You see I'm peeking, right?
They already $1,000. Now here's the crazy thing about it, man. We know Miami doesn't travel well.
They don't even travel well to their own damn stadium.
People are predicting already Ohio State and Texas A&M.
I'd like to see that matchup.
Man, good God Almighty, man.
Where's Indiana? Where's their game being played at?
Rose Bowl.
Out west. See, that's tough. Bama and Oklahoma both travel.
Yep.
And this ain't basketball.
Oh my God.
All right. What's the closest bowl to us? Who's playing in Orlando or Tampa? Who's playing? I want to.
When we get to the quarterfinals, Texas Tech plays the winner of Oregon and James Madison in the Orange Bowl. Indiana plays the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl, and Georgia plays the winner of Ole Miss and Tulane. And hey, dude, check this out, man. This is funny as hell. So let's say Ole Miss makes it to the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana, and Lane Kiffin is at the game, man, because it's right down the street.
With his arm folded just like that.
It's right down the street. Man, this is funny.
He can Uber.
Right. Get drunk and show up.
What a show this has been.
This is fun. Listen, my boy JB at Crossroads Sports. I want to look at the camera. I'm gonna do an Isaiah. I told you there's gonna be outrage. I told you.
Yep.
It wasn't just a guess. I told you. Here comes the outrage. I cannot wait until 7 p.m. tonight to hear the outrage. Oh, I want all the outrage smoke. I want to talk right there. I want to hear it. Folks, we will be on 7 p.m. on our platform. It's standardized, an hour-long show. Myself, JB, and Brandon will be on there. It's a decent chance it may run a little over tonight because of all the outrage and the chutzpah that's out there. But I'm ready to hear all of it. If you all were there last week, me and JB had it out. That's my dog all day and twice on Sunday. But it's gonna be some more fun today.
It's gonna be good. Make sure you guys tune in to the Cross Time College Football Show, and make sure to check out our website as well, where you can check out more Game Time Network content. You can get to know the hosts as well. Me, Ramon, and Darrell. It has been one hell of a show. 145 live viewers. We had a peak of 148. I mean, this has been the most successful Game Time live stream when we are live ever. Ramon, we got to have you here more often, man.
Man.
Hey, listen, Ramon been playing hooky. Ain't no substitute teacher out here. You get your butt online. We got something to tell you after the show, as a matter of fact. So,
I'll tell y'all why I play hooky when we get off the show.
I know we got to wind up. So let me do my thing, my one thing first. My thanks. Ramon, do yours. Isaiah, you do yours. I'd like to thank Mark Monteith for last week. I had an opportunity to sit down with Mark Monteith, he's the ex beat writer for the Pacers. We talked about everything from Bobby Slick Leonard to the Malice at the Palace. One of the most intelligent, sharp basketball aficionado for the state of Indiana, be it college basketball or pro. Thanks for him. We are going to do a part 2. I got about 5 more hours to talk with you. But again, thank you very much. Please, you all take a look at that video. It was some good information, especially if you're a Pacers fan, an IU fan, or even a Purdue fan. We had good things for everybody. So I appreciate that. And we look forward to some more guests coming on board. We're not going to name names yet, but they'll be coming down the pipe. So thanks, everybody. Really appreciate the support.
Ramon, anything you got to say to end off?
Hey, man, good luck to all the 12 teams that have been selected to represent their university and their programs and their history in this 12-team field for college football. You all deserve it. No matter who we think should be in or shouldn't be in, you've played well enough to get in on some platform. So you deserve it, and kudos out to you. Good stuff to IU for being the number 1 team in college football going into the playoffs. You guys played a very, very well fought, hard football game yesterday. And I take my hat off to you. Not my Butler hat, though. I take my hat off to you. You guys played very, very well. You deserve that number 1 seed. To my Buckeyes, get back to the lab. Let's run it back. We're going to win the national championship again, because that's what we do.
OH.
We win. IO.
Roll Tide.
Luckily, I don't have a team, so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the fun. But once again, props to the committee on a great selection show today. Absolutely wonderful. And to Notre Dame fans and Texas fans, we will see you guys next year. I think the committee did a great job. I want to thank all of the live viewers that tuned in to us today. I apologize for my mic issues. My go-to mic was acting a little weird today, so I was trying to find a backup plan at the first 20, 30 minutes of the live stream. So I appreciate my co-host for holding it down. If you're watching us on X, please scan the QR code in the top right to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We post a lot of recorded content as well, so make sure to check all of that out. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Once again, big thank you to our sponsors, Matt Gaddis and Wired to the Nines. For Matt Gaddis, if you need any insurance help, he is a State Farm agent, so make sure to contact Matt Gaddis. His info is down there on the ticker, as well as Wired to the Nines. If you need any low voltage wiring help, if you need a camera install, if you need anything really installed that's low voltage, give Wired to the Nines email. They can explain to you what they do and what they can actually work on. If you have any questions, make sure to email them. wiredtothenines@yahoo.com is their email. Fellas,
Wait.
going to do it.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Scroll down to our sponsors. Folks, if you go to our sponsors, right up
Right
there.
here.
There's a hyperlink. If you click on it, it goes straight to Matt Gaddis's office. If you click on it, it goes straight to Wired to the Nines. Also, Matt Gaddis being a play for Gene Katie. If you mention Gene Katie, he'll give you a free 15 minutes of basketball talk in his office. No worries at all.
And we also want to give a big thank you to our website designer. That is Evan Wilson. You can see right here. So big thanks to Evan on helping us design the website. Folks, that is going to do it. Thank you guys for a tremendous show today. And thank you to the committee for giving us a couple clips today as well. We will have those up in a couple of days, hopefully later tonight or tomorrow. That's going to do it, folks. We will see you guys for another episode of Game Time Live tomorrow, where we'll be recapping the NFL. We'll see you guys then.